Okay. So now we're live. So Nick, what do you think of this opening hand?
Yeah, looks fine. I'm wondering, is this just a straight red-green deck, or is there more going on? And also, do you have any vehicles for that Balthier and Fran?
Yeah, that would be a hope. But let's see how it goes. You recognize the person we're playing by any chance?
I do recognize Nummy. Which game was this? Was this like earlier in the run, or?
So I think this was game 4, potentially. The previous games wasn't recorded. But yeah, they start out blue with a turn 1 wall map. And I go Town Greeter.
Okay, so there is multicolors here.
Yeah.
And given that they're playing blue in a world map, I guess you're going to be the beatdown looking at this hand.
Yeah, but then they play a 1/4, which obviously is a bit sad.
Is Balthier and Fran a 4-3 or a 3-4?
It's a 4/3.
Alright, I think bit of a no-brainer here, right? You got to start trying to
Yeah.
get in through that.
Yeah, the 4/3 just goes through it, but it's a turn 3 rare on the play.
Yeah, but just because it's a rare, ooh, that's a very nice draw, isn't it? But whenever I'm playing a blue player and they just pass on turn 3 like this, I'm very scared. Especially, he's got the world map, so he can just hold priority whatever you do, and you don't know if he's got
Yeah,
a counter spell here.
and I take a lot of time thinking about the counter spell. Because I'm like, I want to play Kuja, but that's the only thing that really adds value here. And Swallowed by Leviathan is a real thing. So I believe what I do eventually is I see if they use their mana on combat. And they do.
Ah, that makes it easier.
Yeah.
What if he didn't do that then? Would you not play it, or would you play it?
I don't think I would have played it. I think I would just come with the Samurai Katana and play the tap land, perhaps. But yeah, they obviously deal with 2 things. And then I draw,
Oh my
draw another rare. And
You are the luckiest guy alive.
and them just using 2 removal spells, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah, I mean, blue-black does play like an infinite amount of removal spells though. It's just when is he going to run out? And he's got to kill you at some point. That 6/6 is going to be a real threat as well. So he needs 2 more removal spells really to deal with your threats.
So he goes with grabbing a red source, so it shows that his Grixis, and copies a my Genova.
Oh wow!
and then
Every draw.
I top deck something else, which is not lucky at all. It's all skill.
Oh, so my initial thought here was Katana and Kick, just to be mana efficient. But you're looking at the Iridia.
I'm looking at the video, but it's not what I'm gonna end up doing, I believe. Because Katana and Kick is just really good here.
It is really good, but you're still not getting through, which is a bit annoying, isn't it? There's nothing you can really do about that though. This turn anyway. Maybe next turn move the Katana.
I get through for 1 with the Wizard Ping. That's something at least.
For 2, right?
Yeah. Back on 20. I'm making progress.
Nice.
And I was half thinking of not playing the land for value, but I was just like, no, I need to make sure I hit it, basically. I mean, here, technically,
Yeah.
I'm okay to go for it, and the 2/2 is a mutant, so if they block it, I draw 2 cards.
Ooh, good point.
So yeah, they do take the damage there. I was pretty okay with them playing Summon Anima.
Especially how quick that was slammed down. He's like saying, I need some cards. I need something to do.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a 5/5 probably next turn. That Scorpion Sentinel could be an issue.
Yeah, could be.
No Genova answer still.
No. But it's gotten me quite a lot of value, apart from the cards. It's given me counters and stuff, but no cards just yet anyway. And then again, very happy to see this when he's got 4 cards in hand, trying to find answers. It seems like.
A lot of blockers though, and the value train's going to start rolling next turn. With Shantoto, Dreams of Laguna, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah, and I don't really have much gas here, so I need to I'm thinking like I need to kind of get some cards. I'm just thinking like, what's the best way that I can utilize my mana? I don't think Rydia is the play here because I play Rydia, play a land, and then what happens? Nothing. So it's just like
I guess you could play Rydia and hold the land for next turn.
yeah,
But the more pressing question is what's your combat looking like anyway?
yeah. So the 6/6 going through is double blockable. So it's not looking great from that front.
I guess you can just counter on the 6/6 and just swing with all the mutants. And whatever he wants to kill, you're gonna draw cards.
I decide to make a 9/9 mutant. Here's send in.
He says, "Okay, draw 9 cards."
Yep,
You're not gonna deck yourself out, are you?
it was a valid consideration.
Yeah, I mean, I think the line of swinging with both is maybe better, especially because you would have had mana left over to play these cards. You wouldn't have had to spend the 5 on the re-equip. But I'm not sad to draw 9 cards, especially when what have you got here? What even is that
Uh,
that bonus sheet? Well,
so
I know that's a lightning bolt, but
yeah, it's a Val Smasher the Fierce. So you play something and then its mana value bans the opponent basically. So
okay, so you just have mega lethal from hand, right? With the Black Bolt's number 3 as well.
yeah, and I'm at the moment thinking, does greens count for 7 mana here, or is it three? Is it two or three or whatever it is? And I quickly answer the question that it doesn't count as 7 mana because obviously that's just mega dead if I play that. But
Wait,
yeah,
I guess you wouldn't have enough mana for both.
no,
It's kind of wild for him to give you 9 cards, but I guess maybe just gonna try and deck you out or something.
thing is, how is he going to deal with the trampler otherwise? Like
I mean, I don't know what's in his deck. Um,
but yeah,
oh my god, my Sephiroth
this was an insane.
flipped.
But
I've never seen Sephiroth flip before.
now you have. And honestly, that's like enough for him. Like he has the emblem now. He's back in 11 life, even though I've got 8 cards or something, 9 cards.
You drew so many cards and you didn't draw a single removal. Well, you drew a lightning bolt, but so I'm glad you're hovering over that because I didn't even know. So it's just the same effect basically, but it's doubled.
Yeah, and plus obviously it's a body. Thing is, with his life being at 11, like I don't think just equipping the katana and swinging is good.
Hmm. Well, it's okay, but you have a lot of threats you could play, right? Yeah, I think I like this better. Maybe you want to play out the Ooh, I don't. This is risky. I see what you're trying to do here to kill his Sephiroth.
Yeah,
I'm kind of viewing the lightning bolt as a way to win the game, though, and I'm scared to draw 4 cards.
yeah, I am scared, but just like unless he can mill me, and I'm glad I did that because I draw 4 lands as well.
Um. So Voice Smash when you cast your first spell. So it doesn't work with the Guy Shell Greens. You said.
No, it doesn't count as 7. It counts as doesn't count as the alternative
Oh,
cost.
it's equal to the mana value.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really, I can burn him for 4 maximum. But obviously that mills me again for vanilla. So it's not looking good. And realistically, I don't want to make more mutants here.
Well, if you is Veil Smasher a wizard? Because I was going to say you could play vanilla and get Kuja, and then Kuja would flip, and that would be pretty good. But you might mill yourself out in the process. Oh my God, Sephiroth's back.
Yeah. And I'm looking at my hand. I've got 5 lands. I got 2 Miller type creatures with the whole like Bridia and Vanilla, and then I got Fenrir that gets me like cards and stuff or lands out of my deck. So it's a bit awkward.
So yeah, you can't really play. Your hand doesn't really do much. So the flyer, what you can hit for 5 if you equip Katana and get a counter. And then Geisel Greens would do. You don't have enough mana for all that anyway. You got to try and set up a 2-turn win here, don't you? The best way you can.
Yeah, and I think banning him for 4 and hitting him with the flyer is pretty good. But yeah, it's just there's a lot to think about. Like, can I afford to
There
mill
really
myself?
is. Yeah, I wish I could look in your graveyard right here. Because I know there's Kuja, which would be probably the thing to get, but I can't remember. You've played so many stupid cards in this game. I can't remember what else is in there. There we go. Um, hmm, probably Kuja then.
And I have 7 cards in my hand library, I believe.
Not terrible.
So yeah, ping for 4.
See, okay, you only have 1 wizard, so it'll flip next turn. Or are you just gonna hold it? Actually, no, I don't think you'd want to hold it, would you?
Well, it's 4 damage if I hold it. If the Bile Smasher lives, which is not
Clock doing you
not
dirty.
yeah.
Forcing you. Oh, you don't even get the Genova trigger.
You know what?
That's filthy.
I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad. I was like, I don't want that to happen. But yeah, I do just go for it.
I guess you're just thinking, how do I lose this game now?
Yeah.
And it's like Sephiroth plus some kind of board wipe, but fire magic for like 6, and yeah, this is. Don't you love it when your opponent starts to dig in these situations?
Yeah. But in my head, I'm like, I'm really worried that he could kill a mutant on my turn, for example, and make me draw out my rest of my library. So like, I'm kind of desperate.
That's a smart thing to think about. Definitely, kind of a good thing you missed that Genova trigger then.
Yeah, that's
Not like you need the 1 damage.
yeah. I was really happy about it. I was like, okay, that's good. I didn't realize that would be a thing.
Kind of, that's some hidden tech, you know. Just deliberately run the timer down. Wow, you don't get to kill him any fun way, huh? He just gave up.
I would imagine he wasn't too happy about my card quality. if I'm being honest.
He let you draw 9 cards.
Yeah, I mean that was. Yeah, I mean I don't think that was bad from him. I think him just recognizing like yeah he needs to double block here and just deal with the rest afterwards. But yeah,
I
nine
can
cards greedy.
I can see you took your time on the victory screen as well, running around the room. That was a very cool game.
Yeah, that was a very fun game, and yeah, I kind of ran around the block, not the room. So yeah, 4 wins, not bad. Pretty much broke even at this point. It's crazy. Like you find an opponent really quickly. Um, and
Yeah, I
this
didn't
time,
play in these at all, and then I saw you posting about all your boxes, and I was a bit jealous. I was thinking, oh, I should have got involved.
yeah, I think you would have cleaned up, to be honest. I think it was a very weird mix of a power level as well with opponents. Yeah, what do you think of this hand? It's a bit similar to the last hand.
I just got even more similar.
Yeah,
I swear this is the same. This is like when you're playing in paper and you're like, oh, I didn't shuffle my deck properly. I'm playing the same cards as last game. And
exactly.
do you apply more pressure, or do you? I guess you don't need to filter your hand. You've got everything you'd really want at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I can hit him for 3 like twice next turn.
Yeah, that lines up great with the Exter. So you're just splashing black for the removal, it seems, and Vile Smasher and Kuja.
And Genova.
I think it's quite a reasonable thing to do in this set. Um, Especially because I saw you had 2 summon Fenrirs. If you have those in green, it kind of feels wrong to not splash something to me. So easy to do.
Yeah, I agree. Like it added a lot of power to this deck as well. Like Jund was great. Like very underrated color combination.
Yeah, I've been playing red green a bit more in draft lately, and doing really well with it. Get some of those 1-drops. They really can just kill people quick.
Yeah.
That was a nice draw.
Mhm. I mean, they're clearly feeling some pressure here.
Cactuar, wow.
With the Fenrir, I have the double land trigger, so that becomes a 4/2, which is not irrelevant when they're at 11 life.
Yeah, Cactuar always feels awkward though. You know, I don't want to trade with it, but if I don't trade with it, I know they're just going to keep playing it, and it only costs them 1 mana to do that. So although it has a kind of a bad win rate, it actually feels pretty annoying to play against. You could just equip, I suppose, as well. I think I'd rather get the Fenrir down so you can have a counter next turn,
Yeah,
and then draw.
like Baltier and Fran being a 4/3, like 3 mana. Like if you have a 5/4 3 mana creature, it's like even better.
Yeah, so if you could play Rydia and Fenrir and then 5/4 next turn, that would be pretty good. Are you going to do the Rydia triggers though? I think your hand's so good you don't need to. Is it a May? Oh, you're not playing Rydia, okay. Unless Auto Tapper just screwed you.
It might have actually. But I don't think it makes a difference. Apart from obviously Iridia being on the battlefield.
I guess Rydia can get back the Fenrir.
Mm.
I mean, normally you want to get the Fat Chocobo back with that. Much more than Fenrir, but... either one is some value. Okay, one card left in hand. Love to see that.
Yeah, and then 5/4.
5, 6, 7, 8 damage next turn. It's kind of crazy they used Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum on a Fenrir that was about to die. They literally just used it to gain 3 life. I don't know if that was the play. I would have even preferred for them to use it on the Katana, so you can't equip.
Yeah, doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I like this. Ramp, draw. Draw again. Ooh. I don't see how you lose from this position now.
You'll see how. You see that?
No attack.
I just I had a, I had a brain fart. I was like, why can't attack?
Oh, they're really desperate though when they're playing that. They just want a 0/1 blocker. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage, I count, with 2 Black Mage's Rod Pings.
Yeah, you might have counted that, but I don't know if I remember to do that.
I mean,
I think I'm really tempted just to equip the katana and play it like, yeah.
it's one of those games though, you can do anything. I mean, the board wipe in this set is in white, so you're not going to get your board wiped. If they play a bomb, you just kill the bomb.
Yeah, I guess summon Leviathan's the only thing I need to care about.
I mean,
But
even that's not going to do it.
they are just dead. There was better ways to get there, but we got lethal on the turn.
Rather lucky than good.
Exactly.
Speedrunning these. Straight back in. Oh, here we go then for the box.
Yeah, for one singular box. I mean, like after playing Nummy as well, you have a bit of jitters and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. When you see those names, you just think, am I going to be embarrassed in a YouTube video? I mean, I do.
Yeah, not for sure. This hand is a bit scary considering I don't have red, but I have Fenrir. So
I mean, you draw a land and it's an incredible hand, so I think you're warranted to keep here. Clive Rossfield. That does not. That name is so tame.
compared
Okay,
to
so you can
Fire
play
Smasher, yeah,
Swamp. If you play the Swamp, then what you play the Black Mage's Rod and the Guy Shot Greens, probably.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I prefer this
yeah,
to playing the tap land.
because that way I have a play straight away and whatnot.
Yeah. Um. Just Guy Shot Greens for me.
Hmm?
Don't think you want to be using a kick this early.
I think I was quite tempted, but not to play.
I mean, you do have 2 other removal spells, but um. Yeah, there's scarier things in blue red for sure.
Thing is,
Blue, black, red. Okay.
when they play like a 10-3 like flyer, you just know it's going to get 6 damage or something, and then you have to eventually deal with it anyway. So it's one of those things where I kind of want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Run out of time again.
I mean, you got to take these games seriously, don't you? When it's for a box. And then what's the play next turn? I guess the Vol Smasher applies pressure, but you can't attack through the 3/4, so maybe the value route's better. What were you thinking here?
You got it right. Battle Smasher. Initially, anyway. I mean, because I drew the land, I went Val Smasher. If I didn't draw land, I would have probably gone Fenrir.
Okay. I guess you're not doing anything for 4 mana though, or it depends what you draw.
Yeah, I just don't want to miss a land drop.
Oh, he just sacked his 1/1 to Surveil. If he doesn't play something else that easily blocks your hero, then that really suggests to me that he's missing something in his hand. Like it's
Well,
all land or it's no land.
I was concerned that he sacked, or they sacked the creature and not the treasure because they have a big thing that they want to play. So that was part of my worry.
That's a good point. I suppose that makes me think they have no land.
Yeah, and then they missed a land drop, so they're stuck on 4. So,
And they surveilled away Sahagin
yeah,
plus no, and they kept one on the top, didn't they? So
yeah. So next turn's probably next draw is probably a land.
ooh, you just said show me a counter spell, and
Yeah,
they don't show you one.
they don't. Yeah.
I mean that's totally fine. You're not really in a position to just sit around. I think.
Thing is, I don't really mind the Fenrir being countered there. I'm being truly honest.
Yeah. Um. I mean, you'd rather it's not, but it's not the most important thing.
Like, part of me that worries is that yeah, I've got they've got 5 cards and I've got 2, so they're kind of building up to something. Like, what's going to happen in these colors?
Okay, sleep magic on the bird. They definitely have other plans for that Vial Smasher. That's what I'd be thinking. Why would you not sleep the Vial Smasher?
I think they don't sleep it because the Vile Smasher as a body is a lot worse, right? Than the bird, and the sleep magic doesn't turn off the effect.
Actually, yeah, no, that's a good point. Even if they don't have removal, because you don't want to. Yeah, you don't really want to risk the Vial Smasher in combat as well as much. Okay, I
Because
was being dumb.
if they have like a Sephiroth intervention, they'd rather use that on the Vile Smasher, not the sleep magic, because it's kind of pointless. I think
And
I
they're
play
still holding
around
up.
Syncopate here, I believe.
Right, yeah. Light of Judgment looks better on the face of it.
Yeah.
Okay, negate. I've never seen that card cast.
Well, you
So you
have
could
now.
equip Fenrir and swing?
I could have, yeah. Probably should have.
Yeah, yeah, equip. Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. Actually, no, Fenrir is gonna die, so makes sense. Okay, so you can ping for 6 just with the Light of Judgment. You could have done a stop here. Stop. I would put a stop there to kill their Ultimisia to draw a card.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a miss.
I think whenever I have a Saga creature, I just put a stop, like in case I draw like a bounce effect or anything like that.
Yeah, I could have won the game actually. Let's see what I draw next and see if it would have made a difference.
Yeah, if it was a land. Yeah.
Pretty annoying this, but guess what they do?
Oh, GG. Seems
Who's
like your opponent played this game quite well, to be honest. Um, I don't know if it was a mistake for them to attack.
I don't know. If you're playing against red, you play around haste, right?
Well, how much haste is there in this set other than Samurai's Katana?
There's the land cycler as well, and
Yeah, but no one really plays him.
there's also Prompto Argentum as haste.
Yes, okay, I guess there's two hastes there then that kill him.
Well, there's three. Like you would play a land cycler and sealed.
Uh, if I have to. In red green particularly, like he's competing with the green cycler, the red green uncommon, the 7-drop green uncommon.
Right. This is final boss. This is for $200 basically.
You sweating at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm admiring their sleeves.
What are
But
they? Do you know what they're from?
no clue. But I think it's just a cosmetic that could probably purchase or anything. I don't think they actually played in the Mythic Championship or anything.
You must be pretty happy with this hand though.
I was very happy with this hand. I was like, perfect. All my colors, like, sorted. And what's really great, like, with Fenrir and Genova, it's like you play Fenrir, then you play Genova. Genova gets a counter, and you can start putting 2 counters everywhere. It'd be a real big nuisance.
That is a good point. I forgot it was equal to her power. I was thinking it's good because you can guarantee the mutant's gonna die if you
Yeah,
put a counter on Fenrir. But
exactly.
I didn't think about it this way around.
And it's like you put the counters. I was thinking of putting it on there because Fenrir's going to die, but I was like, no, I definitely want the cards. So I ended up
But
putting.
then, I mean, if you put it on Fenrir and they kill Genova, then you're kind of in the mud.
Yes. That's the only.
That's the only risk, and they are in black-white.
Yeah, so they could easily have like a white or a sight.
Yeah, overkill as well.
Overkill deals with it, yeah.
Land Sephiroth intervention. There's a lot. And I feel like when you see that swamp cycle, I would be picturing the two boxes in my head.
I mean, Vane's treachery does it. Maybe I'm foreshadowing
True.
what happens, but Vane's treachery
Oh
definitely
no.
does it. Nah, just kidding.
You didn't even have to sweat for the box as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they did mulligan one on the play, and I had a pretty good hand. 2, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
The
that deck looked disgusting.
deck was solid.
It was like you assembled the Avengers. Yeah.